Hello, good morning, friends. Welcome back. In the previous video, we have seen about the performance management, not exactly performance management, but the expectation setting, right? So let's move forward and let's talk about dealing with millennials. Okay. So, guys, what is happening in today's IT culture? Uh, the team should be given a task in such a way that they should be able to finish that task within a set time limit, right? And see, आजकल agile का ज़माना है, right? Everybody is going agile, everybody is following scrum practices, and in the scrum practices it's very clear that a task is given. Basically, a user stories are created, and those stories user stories are given pointers. In those pointers, basically, based on how much time person is going to take, okay? And based on that, you just give them that, okay, this is 5 pointer, and it will take 5 hours to complete. Now it might happen that the person can complete that with less than 5 hours. So less than 5 hours में भी complete करके उनके पीछे मत भागो, doesn't happen, right? जस्ट डू दैट। आप उनको राइट एक्सपेक्टेशन सेटिंग करो कि हाँ भाई 5 घंटे में कंप्लीट करना है, इफ इट इज़ नॉट गेटिंग कंप्लीटेड देन यू कैन आस्क द रीज़न दैट वाई इट इज़ नॉट गेटिंग कंप्लीटेड. So that's one thing that you can do when it comes to dealing with millennials and generation Z people. There are more aspect to it. I think it requires some more study that how you should get more work done from these people while keeping them happy on the job, right? Performance management, yes, this is very important topic. See, we all are evaluated at least, I would say, once a year, right? In some companies the evaluation happens every quarter, right? Some companies they conduct checkpoints, some companies they conduct, they may name it differently, they may name it quarterly, one on one. Sometimes some companies also conduct skip level meetings, right? Skipping their managers to understand what is the feeling of that person, how is performing, and what that person is expecting from the management, right? So you should know that what am I supposed to deliver in this quarter, right? And you have to make sure that you note down everything that you are working, right? For example, every month जिस भी चीज़ों पे आप वर्क कर रहे हो, ठीक है, एक एक्सेल शीट बनाओ यार, उस एक्सेल शीट में लिखो दैट दिस इज द फर्स्ट टास्क दैट आई वर्कड अपॉन, राइट? व्हाट वाज द इम्पैक्ट? सी, जो भी टास्क आप करते हो ना, टास्क का नाम होना चाहिए, उसका इम्पैक्ट क्या था बिजनेस पे, दैट शुड बी क्लियरली रिटन. If it is bringing some amount of improvement in the process, that should also be mentioned. And if there were any issues or escalations with respect to that task, that should also be clearly mentioned out, right? So you have to maintain that list with yourself, right? So that when you go on one on one with your manager, you are prepared, you have the data to talk about. And if your manager is rating you below your expectation, then you have to you have the data, you can show him that, okay, this is the data, this is my performance, this is my achievement. I expect, let's say, 2, but you are giving me 3, right? He will not be able to counter your proposal, right? He has to agree to you that yes, you have performed good. Then appreciation or feedback, yes, फीडबैक अप्रिसिएशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है यार, बट इसको करने का तरीका अलग होता है. लेट्स से somebody has not performed well, right? या somebody has made some mistake. क्या करोगे आप? पूरी टीम के सामने उसे फीडबैक दोगे? That's not the good way, right? आप क्या कर सकते हो? You can call that person in a meeting room, explain them that what mistake he has made, what is the impact, right? And then give him a feedback that please make sure that this mistake is not repeated. And you also ask that person that let me know how I can help you, and let me know that what you are going to do next time to make sure that this mistake is not repeated. See, friends, today's environment is fail fast. I'm saying competition is cutthroat competition, right? People will fail, people will make mistake, and you should encourage people to make mistake, but do not encourage to repeat that mistake. That's the point, right? So if you give that feedback separately, that person would take that feedback, he will work on it, and he will improve. But when it comes to appreciation, always appreciate in front of your team members, okay? You can call out a meeting, अपने जितने मेंबर्स हैं सबको मीटिंग रूम में बुला सकते हो, और ऑन द फ्लोर what you can do, you can call up everyone and you can talk about that person. You can say Mr. X has performed so well that we have been able to improve our processes by 10%, 20%, something like that. Or if some sort of appreciation has come from customer or client side, you can just call that out and appreciate that person in front of everyone, so that everybody would want to be appreciated in the same way. So that is how you appreciate the person. Okay. Team morale. Now it's also very important that in today's way, today's fast changing world, the team morale is always high. Team is not demoralized. Okay, they should be always willing to work, always willing to give their 100% or more than 100%. To do that, I think some of the practices which is very common across different organization is having a quarterly outing. What you can do, you can once in a quarter you can take your team out for to some location, some for some picnic that you can do. You can also get take them for some dinner, some lunch, where everybody can open up and talk about themselves, right? You can also encourage people to show their talent. If somebody is interested in singing, you can just encourage to sing. Somebody is interested in dancing, you can just encourage that. Whatever skills they have, whatever skills they have, you can just encourage that, right? With this, people would feel connected, with this people would feel happy, and they will give their 100% or more than that. Weekly fun games, yes, this is also very important. See, if your team members are between 20 and 30s, then these people like to do fun at work. They want to work in a fun environment, so give them that environment. That is what they expect, right? So once in a once in a week, what you can do, you can just reserve half an hour of yours, right? uh, have some fun games, have some management games, right, to be played, and at the end of the game, convey the message that management game is trying to pass on, right? So you can do that, and with that, people would definitely feel connected. They will feel connected to each other. And if your team is working remotely, it is all the more important that you conduct such kind of activities. If your team members are between 20 and 30 years old, for the team members who are between 30 to 40 years old, they are higher in the management chain, maybe at project leader level or project manager level. If it is done, then it is very good, but I have not seen people doing it. I think it is some practice which everybody should start adopting. Everybody needs fun, yeah, है ना? So you can do that. Then, no people dependency. Always make sure that your work is process dependent, your work is process driven, right? It should not happen that only this person can do this job. What if that person leaves tomorrow, right? Everything will go haywire. We don't want. We want a process to be set up so that things go according to the process. People fail, process does not fail. People fail, process does not fail. Okay, so make sure that whatever work you are doing, it is process dependent. आज एक बंदा चला गया, no problem, कल दूसरा बंदा आएगा, he will follow the process, he will deliver the same result, right? So the thing should be process driven. So make sure अगर आपके टीम में things are people dependent, just remove that dependency. Bring in process. Do not drive by fear. किसी को ऐसा मत बोलो यार कि अगर तुम ये काम नहीं करोगे ना तो तुम्हारी पगार नहीं बढ़ेगी, अगर तुम ये नहीं करोगे दिस विल बी द कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस. नेवर डू दैट, नेवर ट्राई टू ड्राइव बाय फियर. ठीक है, कभी मत करो. It will never work. It will it will be counterproductive. People will be they will not work, they will not like to work with you. They will change the company, right? Then next is career path. See, when you have your team onboarded, show them the career, right? Show them that today they are starting at level 1, right? What is level 2, what are the benefit at level 2, what are the new things that they are going to learn at level 2, what will happen after level 3 if they want to continue, what kind of salary increment happen, what kind of exposure they get, things like that. So उनको उनका career path दिखाओ. Once you show people their career path, then people would stay with you for a longer time. अगर करियर पाथ ही क्लियर नहीं है तो उसको पता ही नहीं होगा यार नेक्स्ट होने वाला क्या है, अगले साल में क्या करूँगा, जो कर रहा हूँ वही करूँगा, राइट। सो दैट शुड नॉट बी द केस, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। सो फॉर दैट यू हैव टू शो देम द करियर पाथ। अगर आप ये सारी चीज़ें करते हैं देन होगा क्या, यू विल बी एबल टू क्रिएट अ हाई परफॉर्मेंस टीम एंड दैट्स व्हाट एवरीबडी वांट्स टू हैव, राइट। आज की सारी कंपनीज एवरीबडी व्हाट दे वांट अ हाई परफॉर्मेंस टीम। हाई परफॉर्मेंस टीम जिसका मोरल ऑलवेज हाई हो, हाई परफॉर्मेंस टीम जो कम टाइम में ज़्यादा डिलीवर कर रही है, हाई परफॉर्मेंस टीम जो इनोवेटिव आइडियाज़ लेके आ रही है, हाई परफॉर्मेंस टीम जो कोई भी चैलेंज लेने के लिए रेडी है, जो एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोसेसेस को चैलेंज कर रहा है, दैट इज हाई परफॉर्मेंस टीम, राइट। एंड दैट्स द टीम यू वांट टू क्रिएट. Follow these rules. Okay, that is all for today. Have a nice day. Bye.